2 southern governors may be considered for vice presidential slots of the People's Democratic Party following the emergence of Atiku Abubakar as the party's candidate. According to reports, Atiku is considering 2 South-South governors, Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State and Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State, as his running mates. The report stated that party sources revealed that Atiku began consultation with the leadership of the party shortly after he won the primary of the party held in Abuja Saturday night. Atiku, in his previous outing as the candidate of the party at the 2019 election, picked former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi as his running mate. At the time, Mr. Obi's choice annoyed many party leaders, especially those from the southeast who claimed that he was a new entrant to the party and was neither familiar with leaders of the party in the region nor enjoyed their trust. Mr. Obi served 2 terms as governor on the platform of All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA). He retrieved his first electoral victory in counts from the PDP, whose candidate Chris Idige, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), declared the winner of the 2003 governorship election in Anambra. To avoid ruffling feathers again with his vice presidential pick, party sources said Mr. Abubakar is working closely with Iroicha Ayu, a long-time ally, and other top leaders of the party on the nomination of his running mate. According to our sources, the discussion so far has focused on Mr. Okowa and Mr. Emmanuel, but the Delta governor is said to be the favorite. Delta state delegates to the PDP National Convention on Saturday voted for Atiku, ignoring the 2 aspirants from their region, Rivers State Governor Wike and Mr. Emmanuel. This choice was despite Mr. Okowa hosting a meeting for Southern governors in May 2021 in Asaba, at which they demanded in a 12-point resolution that the 2 major parties pick their presidential aspirant from the south of Nigeria. Although other key PDP leaders like former Governor James Ibori were also believed to have determined the voting pattern of Delta State delegates, the party is giving the credit for the delegates backing Atiku to the governor, who they said has been strategic in his management of the party in the state. Another factor said to favor Mr. Okowa in the consideration is his close linguistic and cultural affinity with the southeast, as the Igbo language is spoken in the governor's senatorial district in Delta State. Atiku courted Igbo affection in the last election, but will be overlooking the area in his choice of running mate this time due to a number of reasons, party sources said. The immediate reason is that the 2 governors of the party from the zone, Okezie Ikpeazun of Abia and Ifeanyi Iguain of Enugu, led their delegates to vote for Mr. Wike at the convention. Atiku was, however, able to pick votes from Imo and Anambra delegates. Ebonyi State delegates voted for former Senate President Aim Pius Aim. Party leaders are also said to be concerned about the threat of the Socio-Political Association, Onoaize Indigo, to disown any governor or politician who accepts nomination as a running mate for next year's presidential poll. Ohanaeze and other southern socio-political groups, such as Afenifere of the Southwest and Pandem of the South-South, have been vociferous in demanding that presidential power shift to the south after 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari's presidency. Mr. Emmanuel, who was a candidate in the PDP presidential primaries like Atiku and won the vote of the 31 delegates from his state and those of 7 others from Benue, is said to be in contention for the nomination because the candidate and party leaders see him and Mr. Okowa as possessing the characters of the ideal vice president. Although Mr. Udom's refusal to step down for a more viable candidate, even when he knew that he had less than 50 delegates in his bag, may count against him. However, party leaders believe the 2 governors would be loyal to their principal, while also having the capacity to perform the constitutional and other roles that may be assigned to them. Atiku has a few more days to consider his options before he and other parties submit list of their candidates to INEC from June 9. But these are current permutations and we cannot say for sure who will make it into the ticket until the candidate make up his mind and we forward his name to INEC, a party leader said. The man, Ifeanyi Okowa. Mr. Okowa, 62, is a medical doctor born in Owa Alero in the Ika Northeast local government area of Delta State. He was the chairman of the local government council from 1991 to 1993 and joined the PDP upon its formation in 1998. He served as a commissioner in many ministries under the government of Mr. Ibori between 1999 and 2007, when he resigned to contest for the PDP governorship ticket in 2007 but lost. In June 2007, Mr. Okowa was appointed secretary to the Delta State government, a position he held until his election as senator for Delta North District in 2011. He was elected governor in 2015 and re-elected in 2019. Mr. Emmanuel, 55, is a chartered accountant and former bank executive. Was born in Awa Imam in Ona local government area of Akwa, Ibom State. He was an executive director in Zenith Bank before he joined politics. He was appointed by then Governor Godswin Akpabio as the secretary to the state government in 2013 and was elected governor of the state in 2015. Mr. Emmanuel was re-elected 4 years later in 2019 and will complete his second term next year.